Hi everyone, this is Terry. Today we're going to continue our discussions on edge-to-edge quilting. The first thing I want to show you is a quilt that I had quilted by a long arm artist, Quilts to a T. And I really like what she did on this quilt because what she did was select a design that was large enough that it did not compete with the busy fabric, the applique designs, and these were hand applique or they were done on the sewing machine side. They were not appliqued in embroidery. And you can see in the inside of this quilt how flowing this pattern is, so it really doesn't take away from the quilt. If you look at the back of the quilt, you can see how pretty this quilt design is and how the thread just blends into the fabric. So think about those things whenever you're quilting. So in this series, what we've done is we've talked about, first of all, the Emily Scott designs. And this would be an example of quilting something similar to what's done on the long arm. You're using an embroidery design and you can buy those designs to fit your largest hoop. So this would be something that would be pretty on the quilt that I just showed you, but I would definitely want something larger than a 5x7 hoop because it would take me forever to quilt it. Now in the video I showed you yesterday, we talked about using my design center, and I purposely created some issues in stitching this out, but some of them happen because it's the nature of fabric, and we're going to talk about it. Someone said, well, why would you use a 4x4 hoop? I use the 4x4 hoop to replicate what's going to happen in the real world if you used it in a 9.5 by 9.5 hoop, or if you had the largest hoop on your machine, because you're going to need to connect your designs. So let me show you what happened here. The length of the fabric is right here along this side, and this is the width. So when this was joined, it matched under the projector, but because fabric moves, it shifted it over, and you can see I now have this line. And let me zoom in so you can see it. I really don't care for the appearance of that. So this is one reason that geometric patterns, you need to think about it. The other thing you need to think about is, what if it's not pieced right, or if you hooped it wrong? It's very apparent here, and I did this purposely so you can see these lines are gradually moving out and shifting. The other thing is there is a secondary pattern. Let me back up. Zoom out. You can see the secondary pattern. So between these 4 hoopings, you can see that pattern right here. And this is going to happen whenever you're using my design center. If you have a pattern that's not geometric and it's one that's flowery, it will not match up. So you will notice that as well. The other thing that can happen, and you can see that right here, this matched up but on camera and the projector, but as it stitched it out, it pushed the fabric, and it's a complete mess. So I want you to think about your design choices. I want you to think about how many times this stitches out. This stitched a triple stitch, which is something that you're going to feel much more than a single run like this, which is much softer. So if you're giving it to an infant, you may want to have something like that. The other thing you need to think about is how many times you're going to rehoop and where the secondary pattern will occur. As always, it's my pleasure to help you. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe to our channel, and continue to watch us grow with the Facebook group, Just Stitching with a Brother Luminaire. Thanks, and have a great day.